We are anticipating our property to expand bicycle streets for vehicles and pedestrians. And we are engaging with existing street open or use just as it is today. Almost all of these streets will be lined at grade with street-facing, small-scale retail, food and beverage spaces that lead visitors directly to and through to Wonder Wheel Way, to the existing amusement area, to the beach, and the boardwalk. In addition, this project is providing over an acre of new rooftop open space that will be open to the public, accessible from Stillwell Avenue, to relax and look out over the existing amusement area, the boardwalk, and the beach with amazing city views. This project is an entertainment complex, and the casino itself makes up of only about 25%, and it's located on the upper floors. The other uses include a 500-key resort hotel, a convention center, a 2,400-seat entertainment venue, a 1,500-space parking garage, as well as restaurants and retail.
Thank you. This project, 25% of this project is the casino, 75% of this project consists of a hotel, convention center, and all the things that we just discussed. 17% unemployment is what we're facing today, and what we heard in the over 500 meetings that we did throughout the community was, we don't want just jobs, we want careers. That's what we want. We want our children to have careers. That's what we want. And we're here to provide that. That's right. Inclusivity starts on day one with our hiring practices. Job fairs hosted across the community, culinary operations and hospitality training programs, and formal local hiring practices for union jobs with great pay and benefits.
And that only happens with intentional strategy. And as Melissa said, it comes from day one. And it's putting the infrastructure in place and programs with local institutions, City Tech, Kingsborough, the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce, and creating programs that allow people to advance and grow and get the training they need from day one so that they can take advantage of the plethora of opportunities that would be in a facility like this. Everything from security to managers in F&B, hospitality, gaming, retail. There's a countless number of opportunities that we can take advantage. And as I said, it only comes from creating partnerships with the community and locals like yourself to make sure that we're doing this intentionally from day one.
Quiet, please. We want to have time that everyone that signed up to speak can speak. The longer this takes, the less time we're going to have. Please be quiet and let them finish the presentation.
In Coney Island, and how do we create programs for them in specific in terms of giving them hiring windows, 90-day pre-application opportunities, ability to bring people into the facility and work within walking distance of their home. That's an amazing opportunity where you no longer have to commute. You could walk 5 blocks to these opportunities that will be in your backyard. And it goes further than the permanent careers we're talking about. We spent a lot of time thinking about the construction process, which is a 3-year construction project that will bring over 4,000 union construction jobs to this facility. And how do we do that? And how do we take advantage of Brooklyn firms? And a big focus
but the problem is you're a casino.
Focusing on how do we get those subcontractors trained and prepared to fit and compete for work long term. So from day one, working with our partners at AACOM and Embrace Partners, and David came up sitting here today with me, and I'm going to pass the mic to him in a second, but we came up with a strategy that's very unique for the project, which would allow subcontractors to gain bonding experience and compete for work that they would no longer, or previously not be able to because they didn't have the bonding capacity for larger scale jobs. This unique opportunity is going to create a framework that's very unique for the Coney and something that we're very proud of.
Hi there, my name is David Kamen. I'm from Embrace Partners. I am an MBE myself. So relative to this opportunity, I want to share with you that Thor Equities is taking a very innovative approach to this project. What we will bring to the table is we will train over 800 contractors, and we are scheduled to have over 300 bonded contractors in the local community on this project. That is an innovative process that's not been done around the state, and Embrace is committed to helping contractors learn how to be bonded, to participate on several iterations of the project, and hire locally. Again, I want to share with you that this is a very innovative approach, and Embrace stands by the commitment that we will bring over $340 million worth of contract opportunities to the local community. Thank you.
The Coney Commitment Program, there's a lot of conversation about jobs, contractors, union jobs.
What this was going? I thought this was going against the Coney. I guess not. I
We
don't know.
wanted to tailor the preferred program very similar to what we've used in the Chickasaw Nation in Oklahoma. We understand the success of the Coney is not just dependent upon creating jobs, but getting the right people in those jobs. Degree jobs, non-degree jobs, internships, high school diplomas. Anyone will be open to be part of the whole workforce program that's going to tap into the NYCHA community and other surrounding communities. We're very excited.
I mean, what does this mean for the Nathans contest or
to
the
ultimately
Nathans as a
reinforce our
whole?
diversity programs that we've adopted in the past at all of our 23 casinos that we own and operate. And we're going to use those and mirror those and learn from what we've done in the past and make it a much brighter and more committed program to the Coney here in New York City. Into Brooklyn, baby.
Have you learned from Atlantic City? Apparently
So before I
not.
say my piece on this part, I just want to remind or let everybody know what my presence here represents. It represents myself and my family's continued commitment to ensuring that minorities, MWBEs, are present and represented in large-scale projects like this. Why should you believe that? As a former chair of the MWBE Commission, as a former chair of the African American and Asian and Latino Caucus, as a former chair of small business, that's what my life's work was built on. Ensuring that communities like this are included in large-scale projects like this. So I don't want anybody confused about why I'm here and what my mission is. My mission is, as it's always been, and my family's mission is, as it's always been, to make sure that large-scale projects like this, it just happens to be Coney Island now, but large-scale projects like this, we're represented as communities of color. Everything from the construction phase to the hotel phase, that we are present and that our communities flourish and thrive based on the economic development that these projects bring. So I want to remind you though, the Coney is endorsed by local organizations, small businesses, schools, night and tenant leaders, and that's who we're going to rely on first and foremost as the hiring of the workforce commences. So the support is deep and diverse and a testament to the relationships we forge. So we know exactly where to go to find the workforce to make sure that this project is successful. As part of our outreach, we wanted to ensure that we're identifying the right kind of partnerships in this process. That's why we landed on New York Tech and Kingsborough and Liberation High School. And they're honestly just the beginning. Between organizations like the Brooklyn Org and a number of night and tenant associations and local businesses like A Stark Arena and Brooklyn FC, we built lasting community partnerships that will power the Coney. We also signed agreements with building trades and HC.
It just makes sense. Good, but also bad because yeah, you're bringing in jobs, but still, you're dumbasses.
See who I see is represented here, and who will partner on these programs.
Okay, but still, I don't think. I don't know. Okay, but still, I don't.
it was important for us in putting this together that we not only focus on those who come to gamble, but also the locals and the tourists.
Okay, but people's gonna have gambling problems.
We wanted to create a place where shows for locals, they would be like to see those. We'd have a 25,000 square foot entertainment space. We'll have 20 plus world-class restaurants. And we'll have up to 116,000 square feet of convention space.
Sounds fun, but it's also a casino.
It's a convention space that will once again bring in groups from outside.
Look, I'm trying to see from both sides what they're
Brooklyn
saying.
area that will create economic development and incremental jobs.
The district's economic ripple is real. It's actually bigger than a ripple. This is going to be a tidal wave that's associated with this project. You've heard it, 10,000 jobs, over $500 million of annual operating costs will be spent on an annual basis that will ultimately create new jobs, new opportunities for anyone that wants to be associated with it. Over $1.6 billion will be added into the local community. It's not just about the Coney Island either. This is going to ultimately reach much further than just Coney Island.
Okay, but it's still a casino. Oh, hello there, Wesley. How you doing? Hold on, man. I need to take my pills. Did you read your comment? Not. Oh no, they didn't read it yet. I think they're just talking about what's been going on with the casino part of it.
Area and everything associated around it. A terrific opportunity with a tremendous commitment to the trust fund. It's going to be a remarkable investment.
They're going to be in for a surprise if they do read my letter, or I mean email.
In the community, over $200 million.
I can't tell which one.
I want to take a second and talk about traffic. Traffic's probably the number one concern we've heard from community residents along the way. And it's our concern too. And
earlier there was no sound, now there is sound. I would get worried.
It starts with a strategy that we've been thinking about. Working with our engineering team, we've thought about a multimodal transit strategy, right? How do you get people out of automobiles and to take mass transit? And subway enhancements, there are 4 subway lines that come to Coney Island, right? For today, it's not reliable, there's safety concerns. Making the subway experience a safe,
I wish they had read my comment. I'm pretty sure they'll get it.
Service with express service.
And they uploaded it like an hour ago. See, they uploaded it an hour ago. They must have lied about it being a live stream.
We'll create an alternative transit option for people to get to Coney Island.
And plus, it's like 3-hour video, so I'm probably gonna miss AEW until they read my comment. Okay.
It's been talked about for years. And I think everybody
AEW's on tonight, right? Yeah.
Does not want a ferry in Coney Island?
Wednesday,
let's finally make it happen, right? And there's a pier there.
That's nice and all. What's here? District economic ripple. It's real. Let's see here. Fuck yeah. No, I mean fuck no, maybe. I don't know.
It's a great opportunity to bring people.
Well, they get to my comment, it's gonna be weird.
Ferry. Why not? Bus service, installing, and that goes on top of the infrastructure improvements we're making, getting people from the Belt Parkway at all the intersections, but creating a multimodal transit strategy is at the heart of our.
Are you sure you can tackle traffic concerns?
Funny enough, I was just about to say thank you to all of those who actually opposed the project, who sat quietly and listened. I feel like this is the first time the audience has been quiet enough to hear the project in its entirety. When we talked before about the 500 meetings we had, we wound up having to shift from large-scale meetings like this to smaller vignettes, just so that we could get the entire project out. But right when I was about to say thank you, we did our Brooklyn thing and our Coney Island thing, and we let our voices be heard. But I really want to say thank you, because I really believe that from my standpoint, I've done this 10 or 15 times now. This is the first time we've gotten as far and as deep into the project without interruption. So I'm saying thank you.
Wait. We're not done. So, a new development or that they did not even exist. So we went back immediately and studied this, of course, and we found that this statement was not true. Of the sites that we identified that will be developed, they will all require the same or more parking post-development. And in one of the cases, potentially 400 more parking spaces than previously existed. So while we were restudying this area, we even ended up finding more parking lots than we previously identified a year ago, which was actually extremely helpful and resulted in additional 450 parking spaces.
I wonder
being
what's gonna
identified.
happen if they do
So
read my
this is all
car,
in
my
addition
letter.
to the 1,500 on-site parking spaces that our
I don't think they'll ever
is
get
already
to it,
providing.
to be
So,
honest.
if anything, there will be more parking capacity around this project than we previously contemplated and not less. And that's also, you know, when you take into consideration the multimodal traffic plan that Peter just described, we think that will be adequately suitable to provide parking for the area.
And I just add one more thing to the traffic in terms of transportation. Like our strategy is to incentivize employees to, one, hire locally so people can walk to work, but incentivize other employees that live in Brooklyn, because over 50% of our workforce is going to be coming from Brooklyn, to take mass transit. And that's what is not accounted for in the study we put together because it's not allowed to be accounted for. Our numbers show that it will be a 27% decrease in the car activity to Coney Island with those incentive programs in place. The second biggest concern that we've heard through the meetings is safety in Coney Island, and how do you make Coney Island a safer place? And safety goes hand in hand with traffic improvements, right, in terms of people taking mass transit. But more people on the street, 20,000 people a day in Coney Island year-round, will make Coney Island a safer place. In addition to that, just having private security, we're making a commitment of $75 million to local fire, police, and EMS. That investment will enhance their ability to add patrol people on the beach, add patrol people to Surf Avenue, and make Coney Island a safer place all year round. The trust, which I mentioned earlier, is something we're very proud of. And this is meant for the community. This is not a bait and switch, right? We came up with this early in the process, and we were like, how do we give back to the Coney community? And we thought about, we could invest in this project, we could invest in this project, right? What would be better is if we create a fund and a trust that people can dictate what they want. Do they want to try and help make boardwalk improvements, right? Do they want additional security cameras? Do they want public enhancement or, enhancement of the subway station, right? Whatever those projects are, this money can go to that. And it's going to be governed by a local board that will dictate those decisions. And we're proud of that at the end of the day because we think it's a great opportunity to spearhead small projects throughout Coney Island.
Jobs, jobs, jobs. 8,500 jobs for Coney Island, making the Coney the largest employer in Coney Island. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to the CAC. This concludes our presentation.
Okay, so I have to read this. This hearing is an opportunity for members of the community to offer comments on the Coney. It's not a venue for the public to ask questions of either the committee members or the applicant. Individuals wishing to speak must sign up at the registration table. Guys, we all want to speak, right? All right, so let me read this legalese and we can get going. We'll be taking speakers on a first-come, first-served basis. Each speaker will be allowed 2 minutes to present their statement. A countdown timer will be visible so each speaker is aware of how much time they have remaining. Today's hearing is being live streamed, recorded, and will be posted online soon after the event concludes. The recording will be closed captioned for the hearing impaired. In addition to presenting comment today, there are additional ways to provide comment. As mentioned, today's hearing will be the first of two. A second public hearing will be announced. It will be held in the evening in Coney Island so people that work can actually attend. We will have more information on that soon. It's likely going to be September 10th in the evening in Coney Island so working people can attend. The committee can also receive comment by email. Emails can be sent to the Coney Public Comment at nystec.com or by mail. Comments can be sent to the Coney Advisory Committee, care of NYSTEC at 540 Broadway, 3rd floor, Albany, New York, 12207. All comments, whether they're spoken, emailed, or written, will be documented, and everything will be given equal review and weight by the committee members. While there is no deadline for submitting comments, please note that this committee must complete its work by September 30th, 2025. Those wishing to submit comments are advised to do so ASAP. If you've already submitted a comment in writing via email or mail, please do not sign up to speak if you simply plan to read your comment verbatim. Finally, all attendees must remain respectful and courteous. Disruptions will not be tolerated. Anyone using offensive, threatening, or obscene language or behavior may be asked to leave at the discretion of any committee member. Now, when you're done speaking today, we ask that you leave so we can give time to more folks who are signed up to speak. We will now start the public testimony.
Thank you, everybody. If we can get numbers 1 through 5 at the microphone, please. For speaker 1 or 4? Oh. Please remember when you're at the microphone to state your name and your zip code, please. What is the name of the timer?
Okay.
The teacher.
Okay, I'm ready.
When is it getting you? Got it. Walking time for you. Okay. We're all set. We're gonna time you.
Ready?
Andrew, you're okay with the timer? I'll keep the time over here for now, yeah. Okay, when you will, let's go for it. All right, come in.
Hi, Mr. Councilman, members of Ghana, my name is Coney Kennedy. I have been a resident of Coney Island for 80 years. I have served my community for a number of 80 years. I ask in all due respect that we examine this program and so forth with building of the casino in Coney Island. There will. I am a member of PPE, People for Police Economic Development, which asks the council and members of this panel to start training programs for the young people out here and set up a housing program for senior citizens. We beg you to let this thing come true so we have a future of grown people come to reality of life. We need this in Coney Island. A lot of people who do not live in Coney Island share the same perception. Everybody will benefit. Please let this thing come true. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Roman 11235. I'm not going to waste your time citing the traffic studies that shorter streets will be gridlocked or pointing to the so-called thousands of jobs that are in reality just a few hundred. I'm not here to run through the list of what we already know. Rents that will skyrocket, small businesses forced out, families displaced from the only neighborhood they've ever called home. What I want to say is this. Once you allow something like this to happen, the process of it being undone is much more difficult. A casino doesn't come and go. It takes roots, it reshapes the landscape, it changes the character of this neighborhood forever. And once that change happens, the Coney Island that we love, the Coney Island built on family, on leisure, on joy, becomes something else entirely and something that we will never get back. The developers tell you this plan is revitalization, and on paper it looks polished, but in reality what's being offered is crumbs, a drop in the bucket of what this community truly deserves. What we're really being asked is to accept a future where our streets are privatized, our residents are displaced, and everything that makes Coney Island ours is traded for the profit of the developer. Justin, I want to thank you for the good you've done for this community. I know this isn't goodbye, but I also know one thing people will never forget is how you cast your vote on this proposal. That decision will stay with you forever, and that's true for everyone sitting on this council today. You have a voice where we don't. You have a vote where we can only plead, and that vote will forever change the future of this neighborhood. So I ask you, will you stand with us, your constituents, your neighbors, your voters, the families who built this neighborhood, and the generations who will come after us? Or will you stand with those who see Coney Island not as a community, but as a way to make money off of our vulnerabilities? Reject this proposal, because Coney Island doesn't need a casino. It needs its community, and that's something worth fighting for.
Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Ann Michelle Valdez. I'm a third generation here in Coney Island. My family moved here in Coney Island before Coney Island even looked the way that it does now. There's much more development going on now, so there's no way you can tell me that by bringing this is going to improve our lives here in Coney Island. We have to deal with constant traffic. People, sometimes ambulances can't get to a person. People are dying. You want to talk about crime? It's not the crime that goes on here. Because actually, Coney Island looks out for its own. All right, we usually look out for one another. The crime that will come will be the people that come here, the strangers who are going to look upon and prey upon our children, our young ladies, the community of families. This is how Coney Island originated, and this is how Coney Island should stay. As was said by my previous speaker, this is something that you, as our elected officials, and everyone who is hearing what we're saying, needs to hear very well. All right? This is a community of love. Everything they're offering, 95% of it is not true. Okay? Yes, we need jobs, but we're not going under. Coney Island knows how to take care of itself. All we need to do is learn how to be united, put things together. And as you were saying, those over there, about Kingsborough getting involved in everything, I'm a graduate of Kingsborough Community College. And let me tell you, I am also deep into grassroots. All right, I've been involved in grassroots over 30 years. You want to know how those programs came about in Kingsborough? It originated with grassroots. All right? So don't sit here and sell people some kind of bill of goods like you're doing so good. All right? Because at the end of the day, you go home to your comfortable place. We stay here. This is our house. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ann Soa Stewart. I'm a longtime Coney Island resident. I am the owner of Universal Progressive Construction Corp. I'm an MWB City and State certified. I sat down with the Coney. I sat down with them. I tried to make some deal. I worked for ACOM before. My name is on the list. And I am a NYCHA resident. So they did this whole presentation about how they're looking for contractors, subcontractors. I'm here. Now, let's get into PS90, which is 1 block away. We have a pre-K to 5th grade. They just said this whole plan about 12th Street. Where's the plan for PS90? Where's the plan to ensure our children will not be pushed into prostitution? As a regular woman, every day you get approached by men, all types of stuff happens. Now, when you put this casino here, what the heck do you think is going to happen? We got teenagers walking from Lincoln High School and from 303, and I'm feeling like this is getting a little bit weird to me. I'm feeling weird energy, and I feel like my children are being put on the line. Stop playing with us, stop playing with our children, and stop playing with me as an MWBE state and city certified contractor. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Pat O'Brien, a resident of the neighborhood of Coney Island. I live in both walking and parking distance from the Coney, zip code 11224. I'm firmly against the Coney casino interfering in our neighborhood unless you extraordinary rich entities who want to become our neighbors would agree to an enforceable community trust fund agreement that would include, in writing, a portion of the funds that community trust would be spent on these 6 points. The first one is fund public schools on the Coney Island Peninsula at the same rate as the closest charter school. This means looking at their 990s and giving every school on the peninsula that amount of money every year while you operate in this neighborhood. Second is provide membership for anyone who lives on the peninsula who wants to join the Coney Island YMCA. And during COVID, the YMCA closed down. And it was through the graciousness of some of our elected officials that it still exists today. If we can fund people to come here, this place will never close down again.
YMCA is trying to stay at that.
Funding that you and the tenant associations agree with that will enhance the living in those communities. 4, fund local libraries on the peninsula.
They may not read my letter because they said they didn't want offensive language. So either they'll censor it or not read it.
So that none of the local merchants have to use their hard-earned income to improve the streets that they operate on.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Relatively inexpensive gesture, the Coney
For 3
to
hours.
enhance the merchants of Mermaid and Surf by not having them to have to share in the cost of the bid. And I just want to say, it is said that 3 licenses are available, but most of us believe Yonkers and Aqueduct will get 2 of them. So there's really only 1 license available. I do believe that you powerful entities behind the Coney have a great chance of getting that 1 license if you convince the New York State licensing authorities that you are truly behind our community by forcefully advocating for an enforceable community trust agreement, at least for some of the funds. That will go a long way in preventing this neighborhood from becoming the next Atlantic City. Thank you.
Can we get numbers 6 through 10 to the microphone, please? 6 through 10 to the microphone.
My name is Martin Allen. I represent People for Political and Economic Empowerment. I'm also an MBE and a non-for-profit. And my job was to help the homeless and hard to employ. I've been in Coney Island all my life, except for the last 10 years. About 65 years I lived in Coney Island. And we went through hard times in Coney Island, and kids are still going through hard times. I went to jail from Coney Island, but when I came out, Lord Equity gave me a job, a contract really, down at City Point, with one of the largest projects downtown Brooklyn. A lot of people from the neighborhood ate and moved on. They contractors, a lot of guys that I hired are subcontractors, they're project managers, you understand? Some of them started their own business. The people in Coney Island, especially the youth, they need an opportunity to let somebody give them a chance so that they can build something for themselves. Thank you. How you doing today? Thank you, Chairman and Procedures Board. I'm here.
What?
empowers and strengthens.
Okay, there we go.
It will be a
They must be having issues with the mic.
to the local residents. That's how this project will lift everyone up. With 17% of unemployment, the development will be a lifeline that will become the largest employer in South Brooklyn, offering real career paths and economic opportunities, and benefits go beyond employment. This project includes infrastructure improvement, modernizing roads, transit, and public spaces, residents and visitors alike. Let's move forward with this project that empowers and strengthens community and build better future for Coney Island and residents to come. Thank you for your time.
They say you save the best for last, but this is not last. You saved it first. I'm Barbara McFadden. I happen to be the resident leader of Sheepshead Bay No Strength, and I'm all over Brooklyn, even in Facebook known as the Oprah of Brooklyn, the former citywide vice chair for NYCHA, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, the whole 5 boroughs. Coney Island has always been my home because I came to Coney Island in the 70s. Yeah, I was born in 73, so you know my age. And one of the things that my mom and dad used to always do in Brownsville, coming off of Hopkinson Street, which is now known as Thomas Baldwin by the 73rd Precinct, my dad religiously used to always take us to Coney Island. And one thing I always complained about, I said, Dad, we go to Coney Island, there was never a casino, but we always had to go to Atlantic City. I love Atlantic City, but Coney Island is Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is my home. Why we can't have a casino here? And one thing I want to say to everyone, we have to learn to agree to disagree because teamwork makes the dream work. I'd rather deal with my people wanting to come to Coney Island instead of what we have now where people can't make a living in the winter. We need a full year of economy where the children can benefit.
Okay, but the problem is, it's a casino in Coney Island.
I'm a part-time from George. So they say it's only $200 million to fix the entire Broadwalk. Wouldn't you rather have some of it fixed at least? If we go down to Coney, is Luna Park going to fix the Broadwalk? Is the Mermaid Parade going to donate or is proceeds to fixing the Broadwalk? So until then, I yield. I say yes to the casino. Barbara McFadden.
I think more people are hating it than liking it.
Good morning. My name is Manuel Marte, and I'm proud to be a member of the Hotel Gaming and Trade Sponsor Center. Who I live right here in Brooklyn, and I know at firsthand how much this community needs good jobs. The Coney Island Casino will bring thousands of jobs with fair pay, a strong benefit, and the protection that working families need. This opportunity won't just transform the life of the people working there, but the entire community. Approving this project will make Coney Island a place where more people can afford to live, work, and raise their family. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jose Moncayo, and I'm here as a union representative with the New York City Carpenters. I'm also one of the Brooklyn reps, along with my partner, Sean Campbell, and we're here to strongly support the casino in Brooklyn. This project is a turning point. It will shift Coney Island from a seasonal attraction to a year-round destination, bringing steady foot traffic that support local businesses and revitalize the area. We're talking about 4,000 union construction jobs and over 4,500 permanent jobs. Real opportunities for working families. Even more importantly, 50% of those permanent jobs will go to Brooklyn residences. 25% will be filled by Coney Island residents. That's a direct investment in our community. With 17% unemployment in the area, this project offers hope. It will become the largest employer in South Brooklyn, providing long-term stability and growth. And beyond jobs, we'll see infrastructure upgrades, better roads, improved transit, and public spaces that benefit everyone. This isn't just a casino, it's a commitment to our workers, our families, our future. Let's support this project and build a stronger Coney Island together. It just makes sense. Thank you.
Can I get numbers 11? Everybody listen, 11 through 15 at the microphone, please. Numbers 11 through 15.
Testing. My name is Vernon B. And I've lived out here in Coney Island for 41 years. And I think the casino will be nice to me, folks say, because it will be more jobs, you know, and good for the residents around Coney Island. You know, and I'm just here for the casino, man. I hope it comes, you know. I think it'll be real good. And thank you for everybody that's going along with the casino. And that's all I have for right now. Thank you.
Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Very good, thank you. I'm Jack G from Gravesend. I played at Coney Island for 35, 40 years. I used to be a drug addict. I'm drug-free 35 years. All right. From Coney Island, I got clean. Now we got a detox in Coney Island rehab. I'm working on 23rd Street. We help people out here. The casino will be good for jobs. In the wintertime, it's a ghost town. If you stay by the ride and you hear the wind blow from the sea, you will hear an echo from the wonder wheel or the dead souls that died from drugs out here. So, I think you will hear a whistle like, whoo, blowing from the sea. So I think, because in the winter times like ghost town, that a casino will be open night and day, 24 hours a day, it'll be fantastic. It'll be alive. New York never sleeps. Coney Island never sleeps. But people will be running out here in the nighttime. When you catch the ride, it's a bucket of blood. You have that casino be more excitement, more security, more NYPD. We got going on, it might be right across the street. And I think it'll be fantastic for the community to be more alive. Coney Island was dying at one time. They came back up with all the projects going on now. Buildings built all over the place. They got veterans building for the veterans. They got home shelters for the homeless people, the fat and women. Why not a casino? My name is Jack, and I'm an addict.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. My name is Jennifer Dorf-Moscon. I'm in 11214. I'm not going to spend time repeating what's been said. I think we all know what the casino's proposal includes. It admits, of course, that vehicular traffic would increase by thousands of cars, which would cost lives on our peninsula when ambulances can't get to them. Their proposal that says it would bring good jobs, but barely over 100 would come to this neighborhood.
the evidence that when casinos are in or adjacent to residential neighborhoods, poverty follows. And to put the casino near a school, I couldn't have said it better than my colleague back there. Unbelievable. Whoever heard of such a thing? What I'll also add, though, is that Coney Island is the city's largest naturally occurring retirement community with a high poverty rate. People that the casino would prey on and make even poorer and endure more suffering than before. This is not what this community needs. The soul of Coney Island is at stake. The people who live here, and all those who will soon, and all those new condos going up, deserve more transportation, supermarkets, family-friendly entertainment, not gambling, and not a casino. Thank you.
Thank you. Can y'all hear me? Okay, my name is Garrett L. My zip code is 11235. You know, I'm not too far from here. You know, I've been a professional tractor trailer operator for about 30 years. And I believe that every state, except for the Virginia and a couple other states around there, don't have casinos. I've been to Gary, Indiana, where the Jackson 5 are in their casino when you first enter. You know, I've seen casinos in Idaho that I go to personally, and I enjoyed myself. Queens, Yonkers, wherever there was a casino as a tractor trailer operator, it was fun. You know, I mean, it took away the boredom of driving when you have a place to go to. Now, I'm from Brooklyn. I know Brownsville, Bedford-Stuyvesant. I lived on Fort Hamilton when I was in the military. You know, there wasn't a casino, but the area was bombed out back then. You know? But with the new development going on, it improves the standards. And then the casino, that would bring in more jobs. It would do a lot better for the community. But I remember Mermaid, it was crazy. You know, but today, it's a lot smoother. The road is smoother. Surf Avenue, build a walkway from the train station to the casino. And let me put my in there with that concrete. Let me just put my foot down. You know, because I think that's it's a good experience to have that. Because in the wintertime, there's nothing to do. And I'm a senior citizen today, living in the Jason building in Brighton Beach. I mean, it's so boring in the wintertime. There's nothing to do. Sit in my apartment all day long, looking at the ocean on the boardwalk where I live at. What else is there to do? You know? Yeah, I'm getting older, but I'm
Thank you, sir. Let's time. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I get another minute?
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm going to make this short and simple. I want to agree with what this lady was saying earlier about the casinos. I'm from the Bronx, and sometimes you can't get to Atlantic City and Empire. Coney Island's close, and it's not just for gambling, it's for entertainment. And we need more jobs, like she was saying as well. And I also want to say, stop the phony and build a Coney. Amen.
Can I get speakers 16 through 20 to the microphone, please? 16 through 20.
Can I just...
Coney Island Hospital. So that means I'm from the...
Oh, go back. I don't think they're gonna read my email.
I live in Gravesend, about a 20-minute walk from Coney Island. During the summers, I spend almost all of my time there. And I just want to say, like, it's sad that I have to keep coming back here to meetings like this and keep repeating myself and repeating what other people said like a broken record over and over again. So I'm just going to say this. All these promises that they're talking about jobs and giving back to the community and everything, the second that it becomes more profitable for them to break those promises, they're going to break those promises one by one by one by one. So I'm just telling you right now, they can make all these promises, but I don't trust that that's what's going to happen. If you look at the research, and I'm telling you, please, just look at the research. Everywhere a casino pops up, the surrounding neighborhoods, they just fall to ruin. So I'm sorry I have to keep coming here and saying it, but I'm tired of saying it. I don't want to have to be here again. I got better things I need to be doing right now. Thank you.
Hello. I'm here to say yes to Coney. I came down here on my ride back down to Coney Island today. I kept Coney Island. I was like, being in Brooklyn, all my life I had to fight. That's what we had to do out here in Brooklyn. And we're still fighting. We're still fighting to be a community. We're still fighting to have our families. We're still fighting to support each and every one of us out here. I was in the back talking to Muhammad, and he said, what would stop me from saying, let's build a casino? And I said, there's no limits, because we have to work together. What you bring, we build on. And we're going to have to continue to build. We have to stop with the mindset that says, oh, you're coming to take over. No, this is ours. And we're going to keep it. And we're going to bring the entertainment. And we're going to keep our families together. And we're going to stand together. We're not saying no. We're saying yes. Because we feel it. We feel it. Yes. So I'm here to say yes. And we're going to keep you on your toes. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Keith Super. I'm a long-term community resident. I was born in Coney Island Hospital, so that means I'm from the 11224. Right? I'm 1966, so that should tell you my age. But I like to say yes to the casino for the simple fact is because as a child, I watched my father build Coney Island. And from that, it inspired me to get into construction. So that's all I know. The first thing I knew was the streets. And that the streets took a lot from me. So now I have an opportunity for a second chance to continue to build. So let's speak about the Coney and the individuals behind me holding the sign. This was 2011. Joe Six was the only person that gave me somewhere to train these youth in Coney Island for free. For free. We built this. There's no lies. So when my back is turned to you, I'm speaking to the people that have the power to make this happen. Right? So let's not be disrespectful, because I can be. But I'm going to be cordial and give people their respect. I'm going to demand the same thing. So now back to the regular program. We need the people that have the power to make the Coney happen for us. Jobs. We need jobs for the youth. Our community is coming together. So we have a major investment. Nobody else is offering $200 million plus all the jobs, right? So at least give it a chance, right? When George Jefferson came, George Jefferson came and he met Fred Flintstone, and Fred used to start his car with his feet, and George was flying and using telephones,
Okay, this is stupid.
Fred never thought it would make sense, but look at us now. Technology rules.
What the fuck is he even? He must be out of it.
This is a new time. This is a new age. This is a new age, and we say
What the fuck?
yes, 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 yes to the casino. And I like to say one more thing. I like to say one more thing. I like to say one more thing. Hold on.
Fuck this world.
Right? That's time. I'd like to say one more thing, right? That's time, kid. I would like to be. That's time. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. One more thing. The people that are here, I'd like to see you come out and support when young men are murdered in Coney Island. If you're a part of Coney Island, come out for that. Come out for that. Support that.
Damn. Good, he's gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pedro Cotto. Hang on, sir. Hang on. Folks, guys, please be quiet so everyone can have their space. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. I lived in Coney Island since I was 4 years old. We had a movie theater, we had a bowling alley, we had swimming pools. Coney Island was a place to be. As things go and move forward, a lot of things have changed. A lot of technology came, and like he said, the Flintstones moved on. We got to rebuild our community. We need jobs for the youth, for they can have a career, for they can have something to do. We need youth centers. When I was young, I used to go to the center. I didn't have to pay. We have 3-4 centers out here. All we got is a YMCA. We need computer classes out here. We need stuff for the youth. Get them off the corners. Coney Island needs a lot of help. We need jobs. Everybody out here can say yes and no, but we don't have the power. We try to convince you to vote, to rebuild, to restructure our community. A lot of people here went through a lot of stuff in life. They've been tricked, they've been manipulated. Other contractors and Congress people came and said things, and they didn't keep their word. They forgot about us. Trump's father manipulated everybody in the back and built Trump Village. Blacks and people moved, black people and Hispanic people just started moving here. Don't forget about the people. You have the power to say yes. They can say yes and no all they want. You have the power. Help us rebuild our community. Give people jobs. Give them a future. Give them a career. Help us help ourselves. With that being said, thank you. And I do say yes. And I'm a contractor.
Good afternoon. My name is Paula Jenkins. I'm the TA president of Marble Houses, area code 11223. And I am for the Coney. I believe that they will do what they said they're going to do. We do need jobs. We have our children on the streets selling drugs. We don't want them to go to jail. Here, this way they can build something. They can raise their families when they get families. We don't need them sitting idle and the drug addicts. We don't need them turning to drug addicts, taking up and contaminating the streets. The Coney Island project promised jobs. I hope they follow through with the jobs, because I'm backing y'all. I want y'all to be with us. We are with y'all as long as you're with us. And we need that. And for the casino, year round, we need year round, something to year round. When Coney Island closes, nothing's left. It's going to be a ghost town. And I like to do things, so I would like the Coney Island Casino to be in place.
Now, I can repeat again. If they don't do what they said they're going to do, we could always shut that down. We have that choice. Same way we build it up, give them a chance. Everybody deserves a chance. And I thank y'all. Yes, 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 yes. Build it. Let's go.
And then we're going to take numbers 21 through 25 to the microphone, please. 21 through 25 to the microphone.
When are we going to get to the emails?
Please give the kids my job. The vote. Thank you very much.
Your environmental impact statement did not adequately represent the conditions in this community. The problem with this project is its location, and its location on a peninsula with limited access. The electrical infrastructure here is inadequate. We have had numerous blackouts in Coney Island over the last few summers, and I live in Brighton, and I know there's been a blackout because my lights start to flicker. So I call my friends in Coney, and yeah, there's a blackout again. Your environmental impact statement regarding the Coney Island water treatment plant to sewage treatment plant was also not true. While the electrical system has been upgraded, the capacity of the system, the pumps, have not been upgraded since the 1960s. Currently, the capacity is at over 90%, and you're bringing in the equivalent of a small city every day. 30,000 people. No one here is going to be able to flush their damn toilet because the sewage treatment plant is overwhelmed. We're going to have, and if the plant is overwhelmed on dry weather, we're going to have more flooding every time it rains. And finally, you want to talk about jobs? My brother had a job. He worked for the post office. He had an affordable apartment, and he became a gambler, and he ended up homeless. He was panhandling on Ocean Parkway by Coney Island Hospital for pennies. And even though I bailed him out thousands of dollars to try to save his apartment and save him from being homeless, he still ended up being homeless. He couldn't break the pull of that gambling. So that's what you want, your children. That's the future you're giving to your children. Okay? That's what you're bringing. Thank you.
To the panel, my name is Ronald Stewart. I was born and raised in Coney Island. I'm still here. My mother and a group of diligent women fought to get the public housing that many of you live in right today in Coney Island. I picked up that struggle as my mother and those women moved on. And I'm still here. Now, you are an intelligent group of people. There's a recent impact statement that says that this project will inundate the community of Coney Island with massive traffic and congestion. Listen, our safety is number one. Number one. And we cannot let our safety be at risk. Okay? Number two, they offer us so-called jobs. We did the math. We did the calculation. Only less than
200 jobs will come to the people of Coney Island. Listen, do your research. Don't get up here with emotions. Don't gamble with the lives of the people of Coney Island. It took me literally 25 minutes last week to get home from Stewart Avenue to my house on 31st Street. And let me say, because I'm tired of y'all saying that if we don't have a casino, we are lost. We are desolate. We are resilient people. Listen, if we don't have a casino, we will live as a people. Don't say that to us. We are proud people. No get to the casino in Coney Island. Do not gamble.
Thank you. Can we get numbers 41 through 45, please? 41 through 45. I need speaker numbers 41 through 45. Thank you.
Let's not feel like I'm in church for real. Is it all right? I don't want to.
Sir, can you just address the committee up here through the microphone?
I'm only talking to them.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, good afternoon. My name is Harry. I'm a lifelong resident of Coney Island. At this point, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm sitting here and I'm listening to everybody's opinions, everybody's viewpoints, and everybody's making good points and good statements. But my question to you is, what are you going to do for the community? What are you going to do for the residents of Coney Island? Because I'm going to be honest with you, we're going to always have traffic. As long as we got the baseball stadium and the amusement park and things of that nature, it's going to always be traffic. It's going to always be crime. You know why it's always going to be crime? Because crime existed since the beginning of time. And if you don't give people something else to do, they're going to commit crime. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I'm going to be honest. Oh, so, like, my thing is, what are you going to bring to the community? Because that's what I care about. I don't care if y'all build a casino or not, to be quite honest with you. You understand? My thing is, what are you going to do for the people that live here? What are you going to do for the children? Like, I see you guys coming around, like, you guys did pass around a lot of checks, you guys did things over here and over there, and the community was thankful for that. But my thing is, what is the long-term plan? Because a lot of people come in here waving this bag of gold with everybody. Everybody's like, oh, we don't jump on board because they got this bag of gold. But as soon as you guys get what you want, you disappear. We can't find y'all. You understand? So my thing is, so now hold on, don't cheer, because I'm not sitting here taking nobody's side. I'm just voicing my opinion. And my thing is, what are you guys going to do for the people that live here in this community? That's what I care about. What are you guys going to do? And unless somebody can tell me what you guys are going to do for the community, nothing else matters. Let me not go over my...
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Bailey Kellis. And though I am currently Crown Heights based, I am all over Brooklyn, including Coney Island, as nightlife performer Oliver Bliss. The performers here, Sideshow and Burlesque, are my family. I am strongly opposed to the casino. I've heard it said this is the only opportunity to bring jobs and money to Coney Island. Why hasn't there been a significant effort to revitalize the community before? When a community is starved of opportunity and then suddenly along comes a rich entity offering to Echo Brandon himself a drop in the bucket of what this casino will make, that's framed as the only opportunity, that's not an opportunity. That's manipulation, that's corporate greed. That is a failure on the city's part. The house always wins, as the saying goes. The house would win your homes with higher rent rates, your businesses, and the culture and history of Coney Island. Push for actual opportunities, not another paycheck for rich people. Say no.
Yes, say no.
Good afternoon. I'm Joseph Watson, the founder of the Mentorship Program. I teach entrepreneurialism and small business ownership to the youth and young adults. First off, I want to say thank you to the Coney. Thank you for even proposing the level of investment that you proposed. Something that no other developer has done, yet you've received so much pushback for it. Thank you. First off, that's what I'd like to say. When I look at the benefits that the community stands to receive, and not to reiterate everything that's been said already, like a $200 billion community trust that's dedicated to support public investment, the creation of 4,000 union construction jobs, over 4,000 permanent good paying hires, a local hiring preference. I want to speak about the mental health, the positive mental health impact that economic investments have on communities. It reduces financial stress by lessening the constant worry of the safety that's associated with financial insecurity, thereby reducing the prevalence of depression, hopelessness, hypertension, anxiety, chronic stress, and the like. The impact on children and youth. They say that poverty experienced during childhood can lead to impaired cognitive development and an increased likelihood of adult mental stress. Lastly, since I just read about the positive impacts of the mental health, let's look at the lack of it. The lack of community economic development, lack of community economic investment from developers leads community residents to be distrustful, lose their sense of security, and ultimately vote against their own self-interest. And you can see that right now, after years of lack of investment from developers. Thank you.
My name is Joe Packer. I'm a lifelong resident of Coney Island and active community advocate for over 5 decades. I am compelled to express my enthusiastic support for the Coney Project. This transformative initiative holds immense promise for our community, offering a myriad of benefits that are urgently needed. Coney Island faces significant challenges, from traffic congestion during the summer months to an aging infrastructure that requires immediate action. These issues have long hindered our community potential for growth and prosperity. The Coney Project presents a crucial opportunity to address these challenges head-on with substantial private investment. The projected billions of dollars in private funding will not only revitalize our infrastructure, including roads, bridges, subways, and ferries, and the boardwalk, but also create a wealth of job opportunities and job training programs tailored for local residents. This infusion of resources will breathe new life into our economy, providing much-needed support for our community-based organizations and enhancing social services that are vital to our residents. Furthermore, the investment in public education, after-school programs, and scholarships for colleges will empower our youth and prepare them for successful futures. As someone who has witnessed the struggles and aspirations of our community firsthand, I firmly believe that these investments are essential for our long-term growth and prosperity. In conclusion, the Coney Project is not just an opportunity for a lifeline of Coney Island. It represents a collaborative effort between private investors and our community to create substantial growth, improve quality of life, and foster a brighter future for generations to come. I urge for all the stakeholders and of course this board to support this transformative initiative for the betterment of Coney Island and its residents. Thank you for your time.
Hello there, my name is Paul Kellis. I'm a Brooklyn resident, a frequent visitor of Coney Island, and a passionate fan of the charm and culture that makes Coney Island a one-of-a-kind place. Zip code Lewis. That's why I'm speaking up today against the casino. I don't want to see this place be gutted of all its charm and value for the sake of false promises and a quick payout. Look at everyone in this room today. Regardless of which side we're on in this issue, all of us believe in this community and want to have a real opportunity to thrive in life. That's why we're here. But Thor Equities is manipulating that feeling. And this casino proposition is not going to provide us with anything long-lasting or worthwhile. Best case scenario, this casino takes years to be built, destroying tourism during that time. And if the project even gets completed, we'll be left with a sterile, replaceable corporate husk of what used to be an incredible, unique place. Don't do this to Coney Island. Say no to the casino.
My name is Adam, and I have 2 minutes to defend my home, my neighborhood, my place of employment, all in 11224. 2 minutes to defend everything that I love about New York City. Traffic, crime, and addiction is what this casino will bring, not family-friendly fun. Lies are what we're being fed, not funnel cakes and cotton candy. Greed is what this is about, not true neighborhood support. Boasting jobs, less than 200. More will be taken away from small businesses. Public space on a rooftop 16 stories high. I got a little surprise for you here. We got almost 3 miles of public space. It's called the beach and a boardwalk.
Yeah.
To the advisory committee, your constituents have been loud and clear. And please understand that. The ones that aren't on the developer's payroll. The ones that were not handed pre-written speeches. The close to 30,000 who signed various petitions. The ones who believe, much like I do, that the casino will destroy the entire neighborhood. It does not belong here. And to my friends from the Chickasaw and Saratoga groups, I got 4 words for you. Stay out of Brooklyn, baby.
Can I get numbers 46 through 51? Can I get numbers 46 through 51 to the microphone, please?
Okay.
46 to 51 to the microphone. Thank you.
This is so boring.
Hi, my name is Benjamin Myerson. I thank you all for being here. I've been a high school teacher in Coney Island for the last 15 years. I've been an employee of Coney Island, USA for the last 5 years. And I speak from the bottom of my heart when I say this. I'm concerned for the future not only of our students, of my students, and the children in Coney Island. I'm concerned for our history. I'm concerned for the dreams that are created here. I think what I teach my students to pay attention to the world around them when they make decisions. And I think we can all agree that the promises of billionaires and millionaires made to the rest of us are not enough to create unity where there is division. Coney Island is divided. It's divided within the community and it's divided within those communities. We do need unity. We need to listen to each other. We need to consider our choices today and how those choices will echo into the future. We have seen what happens when our history is erased. We have seen what happens when millionaires and billionaires step in and make promises for the benefit of all. Those who need the most are left needing even more. The decision you make today will echo, will be a part of Coney Island's history for the rest of time. Do not erase the past and threaten the future based on promises from those we've already seen. Thank you.
name is Ed Watson, 11224. I mean, I heard a lot of people speaking today. I think the gentleman that just left me said crime, traffic, and addiction. We have that right now. And there is no casino. So if we have that right now, there's no casino, and there's no jobs, what are we doing? We're talking about jobs. There's no better feeling in the world to be able to have a job and to pay a bill. There's no better feeling to be able to pay the bill, contribute to your family, and you can't get those things if we don't have a casino. So there's no jobs here. Winter's coming. Winter's coming, and what happened to winter? Notice closed. What happened to all the restaurants and small businesses? That's going to upset everybody because that's just where they're going to lunch. They're going to be doing it.
God, son.
Jobs. We're talking about jobs. Somebody said resiliency. Somebody said hope and enthusiasm. Guess what? Hope, enthusiasm, you can't be resilient if you don't have no money, you don't have no job. Because I can't go nowhere and say, listen, I'm going to pay this month rent with my hope. I'm going to pay this bill here with my resiliency. I can't do that unless I'm working at a job. And if we don't have that now, who else is coming here to bring that? Who's going to be coming with a plan? I mean, you can be passionate about anything, but I said, let's give it a try, because one thing we know about change is consistent. That means it's always going to happen, whether you like it or not. If you don't change, nothing changes. So I'm talking about change. I'm talking about the potential. I'm talking about opportunity. And guess what? No one else is talking about that. So they're up here presenting to you what they can do for you. So either you can believe it or you can't believe it. But guess what? You got to believe in something. So again, all I want to say is I'm voting yes. I believe the casino works. Thank you.
My name is Ivana Zelinska. I'm resident of Seagate, also on District 46. And I want to tell something. I appreciated all speeches, and I'm grateful what people say. And I'm very happy I have this gentleman in front of me, before me. He has speech before me. More jobs, right, guys? Okay, my question now, I don't tell about future, I tell about right now. How many people who can support casino live in this area? Nobody. Oh, few. One thing, few. How many people? When I come in the morning, more than 1.5 hours, I stay outside, me and another district leader, Angela Kravchenko, we propose jobs to people right now. Not tomorrow, not after 1 month. Right now. How many people come to me and say they need job? I propose, I give you job right now. Only one person, that's right. Nobody else. You talk about job? Bullshit. No casino.
Can I get numbers 53 through 57, please? 53 through 57 to the microphone.
Damn.
53 through 57 to the microphone, please.
Hello, my name is Helena Mackin. I'm a resident of Seagate, community board team member, and executive director of Brighton Business Improvement District. All of my 3 heads give me knowledge and give me opportunity to understand what I'm reading. There are many people who spoke already and will speak more about environmental impact study, about traffic, about pollution, and any other negative effect that this project might bring to Coney Island. What I'm going to speak about today, I want to speak about grammar and fiction stories. Everything we are being told from this group, it's a future tense, okay? I really appreciate it because since 2023, I learned how promises are being made. Those promises have nothing to do with reality. People are not comfortable reading many pages. I recommend everyone to read pages and understand they're not just for Coney Island. Because if they want jobs, they would support training programs. And everything we are being told lie after lie. And I really, but from the other side, I'm really happy that those hearings are taking place. And we have elected officials and their representatives. Community needs help, but not casino. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jake Turner. 11201 is my zip code. I work at Coney Island Circus Sideshow. First, I want to thank everyone here for coming. Every last one of you. This is civic duty. This is why we're here, to speak to those who hold the power. And I want to thank every last one of you here. I typically come up here with something written, and I yell, and I scream, and I get angry, and it appears that has fallen on deaf ears, so I'm going to try to speak from the heart here. Coney Island is magic. I don't think you guys understand what we have to lose. I have the privilege of being down there at least once a week and seeing magic in front of my eyes. Not just at the theater, which is amazing. You guys should come down. It's family friendly. It's family and friendly. Please come down. I'd love to see you. I'd love to see every last one of you at the theater. But what you see as you walk down the boardwalk is pure magic. You see the smiles on faces of children that see their father or bigger brother as a hero for getting them that big giant stuffed animal. You see the face covered in chocolate from Lillian's candy. You see tears of joy and maybe fear on the Wonder Wheel. But we're going to lose it if you make the wrong decision. All of that magic is going to be gone. And Justin, I'm going to speak directly to you. I was told by your campaign that you were going to be against this. So with your campaign lying or telling the truth, Justin? Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Angela Karchenko, zip code 11224. I'm also a member of the Community Board 13. And I'm here to talk about traffic study submitted by the developer. What this casino, when fully operated, will bring to Coney Island. What it is to expect to Surf Avenue or to Belt Parkway. First of all, it's 12.9 million visitors every year. Just to compare, Statue of Liberty brings only 4 million. It means 35,000 visitors every day. 35,000. It's entire population of West End from Stillwell Avenue to CK. Now imagine, entire population of Coney Island West End is going to 3 block space every day. It's going to be death to Surf Avenue and to our Coney Island as we know it. So, to tell you about high crash location, because there is a study on the high crash location, also submitted by the developer. I'm not going to tell you streets because those who don't live here don't know that, but I have some maps showing it. 2 high crash site locations are next to school PS 90. It's elementary school. It is blocked away from the proposed casino. And it's not only car crash, that's pedestrian crossing crash. Then there is a car crash next to the school PS 100, also elementary school. And there is a high car crash site next to Lincoln High School. That's why kids dismissed by themselves without parents. There is also PS 303. Please hold, no. Yeah.
afternoon. My name is Linda Harrison. I'm currently a tenant association president for Haber Houses. I'm also a active community leader of the faith-based community here. I was also on the Community 13 board for a while. I have three things I want to bring up. Number one, about seniors. Number two, about the false hope given our youth about jobs. And number three is about the traffic study. I think I'll leave that one out, but first two I'm going to concentrate on. The community, we need to protect our seniors from predatory gambling. Senior citizens are the #1 target for casinos right now since 2018. All right? They're a very vulnerable population. Because of a nearness of a casino, seniors will attend those institutions and start gambling, and it become habitual. Casinos prey on your vulnerability, the nearness to casino, their loneliness, when seniors lack friends or family. They're very subject to losing their only income, their life savings and pensions that they cannot recover later on in life. We need to protect our seniors. And many of them have already visited Atlantic City. They know where it is. They don't want one in their backyard. Number two, I want to show you something I just got done last week. If you want a copy of this, I'd be glad to show it to you. This is an announcement sent out by NYCHA, by Reese, talking about free construction training and jobs for, you have to be a NYCHA resident or a Section 8 resident, high school graduate, all right? Number three, I'm going to point out, preferred zip code 11215, 11217, 11231, 11224 is not in there. They ain't looking for y'all. They're not looking for anyone in this community because of the low education skills here. This is what we're looking at, all right? So we already see the writing on the wall.
Good afternoon. My name is Jenny Hernandez, 11224, all the way and always. I have called Coney Island my home for more than 30 years. I am here to say no to this casino. A casino that will ruin the spirit of our Coney Island. It will ruin the family-friendly atmosphere. Why build a casino just steps away from an elementary school? It just doesn't make sense. It will poison our environment, poison our air with more pollution due to more cars and buses coming in. It just doesn't make sense. How many of you sat in the dark after losing power recently due to recent storms? Update our infrastructure first. That is a priority, not a casino. And it just doesn't make sense. Imagine our streets jammed with over 30,000 cars and over 30,000 people per day. How many of you have been trapped in traffic right outside your home? It just doesn't make sense. A casino will destroy Coney Island. Think about all the generations that came before us and how far we come. We don't want to throw it all away. We are here to stay. The people come first, before the greedy developers start. Are you going to let them take away the spirit of Coney Island? We deserve better. Coney Islanders deserve more than 182 jobs. Thank you, Marissa, for doing the math. Thank you, Coney Islanders against the casino. Coney Island USA. Let's stand together against this casino and protect what the past and future generations have fought for and will fight for. Las calles de Coney Island son para el pueblo, no para los ricos. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alexei Bosnikov. I live in Sunset Park, but I work here in Coney Island, 11224, as a family advocate at Family Enrichment Center. And generally, I'm really tired of developers coming anywhere in New York and working neighborhoods within luxury buildings, for example, then giving away $3,000 rent apartments, one-bedroom apartment, a studio apartment, call it affordable. Now this project coming here, bringing gambling into this neighborhood and call it entertainment. Why? I just have this, but I don't understand why. You call it revitalization of neighborhood by giving an opportunity, you call it opportunity to serve the rich who will be able to afford to eat in those fancy restaurants that you mentioned. We all know, we all know that
big businesses, are so supportive of small businesses because big businesses and big money like competition, right? I just don't understand why you're being so deceptive instead of, I don't know, just coming and be like, okay, we have the power, we're not going to listen to you, we're going to do what we want, and you can,
Don't lose your breath. You're just trying to sell it.
you're trying to sell it to people who try to
Manipulate people into believing in this
chance, this golden dream,
and really kind of makes me sick.
and also from my job, as a family advocate,
I meet a lot of people who care for the community, who actively trying to do something.
for the betterment of the community, and I'm honored to know them.
And surprisingly, all people who I met through my job who are here today, they all against the casino, and I think
That says a lot. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Rachel Morrison, lifelong resident of Coney Island. For my people, even when the community board, the community members, the petition, and history are screaming out, don't do this, you're still pushing. We don't want this casino, we don't want its impact, we don't want it in our community, and we never will. We will never see the benefits of it, and we will never look at it as a sign of progress, period. This is an echo chamber of promises made with an amphitheater. A stellar opening season, which I helped, derailed by a second one where the new management, and I quote, wanted the restaurant to attract people who live in Long Island. How many people who actually live in Coney Island are able to make a livable wage, let alone still even work there? Is the restaurant opening ever again? Perhaps no one here has these answers, but this is what happens when you build things and abandon them. When you don't ensure in writing that it will benefit the people whose lives it is going to offend. As someone who is currently facing a construction project, which I and the Tenants Association of 2955 are still fighting, thank you, State Senator, for your support, it hurts those who live close to it. Like millions of people, I chose to escape this reality and spent my summer on Long Island. And although we got Nicolandria, Shoelace, and Amaya Papaya, if you know, you know, I watched in horror as someone's racism, colorism, carrying tears, coercion, manipulation, and emotional instability was enabled and tarnished the experience of everyone else. And yet the network is protecting her. Just like our government, I see most politicians as influencers and their private corporate backers as the producers. If people are constantly telling you over and over again what it is they don't want and what they really need, shouldn't you listen? Is this what you do with your power and privilege? I am someone who has spoken truth to power my entire life, and I will not stop until we all have liberation. Hi. I wrote a letter. Dear council members, I come to you guys as a 28-year-old woman who has lived in Coney Island for 23 years, moved to a city named Florence, South Carolina for 4 years, and recently made my return in May, and have assimilated myself back into community and immersed myself with the communities that have been here for longer than I've been alive. I'm honored to be back and find Coney to be one of the best parts of Brooklyn, as well as beautiful because of its diversity, once again community, and its already established attractions. So I ask y'all this. Has there been a study on the environmental impact this will have on Coney Island? From our water to our electricity? How will this advance the impact of global warming this is having on our coastline? That was not covered in your PowerPoint from what I believe, but I also wasn't paying attention. Is the city going to be responsible for how much more waste this will create? As Coney is quite the family-lived town, who will upkeep the profits of this place during our slow season? I will close by not asking you all, but telling you all as someone who has lived here their whole life, this casino will breed more traffic and therefore crime in my hometown, will displace an effective voting district of my hometown, and will displace more families in my hometown. I walk to this YMCA and the garden across the street almost daily and see who lives here, and I wonder if any of you thinking about voting for this
have done the same. I love my hometown and want the best for everyone in it. And I wonder if with the mere consideration of something like this, if you do the same. And I want to say to the people that are living in natural housing, that are old and disabled, what do you think this is going to do for you? I ask you that. And I wish y'all luck. Especially you, the guy with the rag on his head. You lucky you're not here.
Good. No, it was very difficult to hear. My name is Joseph Bonsignor. I was born on West Gate Street in 1949. I think I'm probably one of the oldest residents that's still living and active in the area. I've listened to the speeches and everybody what they had to say this morning. First of all, I'm against the casino. I'm against destroying what was the playground of the world and the biggest tourist attraction probably in the United States, known all over the world. It's a disgrace what I see what's been going on. I'm sorry to say my family got out of it in the 60s, in early 60s, late 60s, we got out of the amusement area. We owned the bobsled. We owned the tornado. My relatives owned the cyclone before it was condemned by the city of New York for the expansion of the aquarium. Being landmarked with the Wonder Wheel, cyclone, and the parachute jump, Trump was stopped from taking this parachute jump down that was purchased in 1941 at the World's Fair, which became a national landmark. And it's a shame that we're destroying what is one of the biggest tourist attractions we had in the country. It was one of the 3 national amusement park zones that the community board, the city, and developers have been trying to grab a hold of for many years. It is the most valuable real estate in the United States. It is the waterfront. It is the entrance of the city of New York and the country itself. I say no to casinos. I think it's a disgrace what Thor Eckowitz has been doing, who purchased it from forgot the name of the individual, who purchased, no, not Albus, it wasn't the Albus, who purchased from, yeah, it doesn't matter, it's my time going on. It's a shame what's been going on, it's a disgrace what's happening, and it's a shame that high-rises have got to be paid for by developers and people can't afford it. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mark Murnick, a longtime Brighton resident. I think the false promises of what these people are representing is a problem. First off, the infrastructure that they're advocating for, because they can't build anything, they can't make an express train show up because they say so, they advocate for it. Great. But it's millions and millions of dollars. This community fund would not pay for 200 feet of boardwalk. This is a joke. And it's not every year. This is a one-time shot. So this is just false. 100 years ago, yeah, 1 million people a year, a day, came to Coney Island. And then they built and moved on. And every community like Atlantic City that had the same sort of thing, look at it now. There's only one casino left in operation. Tax base from that is gone. 2 blocks away is a disaster because they listened to these same promises. I hope you don't listen to those same promises and destroy what we have. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Janae Bishop, 11223. I am a resident of Marlboro Housing Development. I was born and raised there. With that, I am a lifelong visitor, family member, and friend of Coney Island and its community.
I'm getting sick and tired of this.
about all the
appreciate that the Republicans are standing for the people, and all of you Democrats, the reason why your poll numbers are so...
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
On wages, benefits, and job protection.
Vegas has now experienced a consecutive decline of 3.8.
I hope it's always a solution for the economic challenges of Coney Island. Urge your local politics.
Iconic locations that are gone now. And
the casino will increase traffic in Coney Island, the neighbor.
You are voting in favor of the people of Coney Island and Brooklyn. For the residents of
We are changing that by investing in nonprofits and community-defined solutions and creating more opportunities for Brooklynnites to give back to their neighbors. We are a partner strengthening small.
We're doing.
You know, you think they would read my email.
Without casinos. Additionally, casino workers are almost twice as likely to develop gambling addictions than the general population. You cannot look me in the eye and confidently tell me
was one of the reasons why scarlet fever ended, because the public could come and actually bathe. Okay, so it ended a pandemic at that time. Okay, Coney Island is a lot more important to the public. It's one of the few. After them. Even this morning, I have it documented on my phone where she intimidated people this morning. I am asking and I'm making sure that this is known. She should be neutral. Whoever is on that board, Alex Brocassi, you are my assembly member, should be neutral. And it is known that she is against the Coney. She should not be up there. Besides all of that, the Coney Island is an amusement park. It is the Coney is known as an amusement park, but it's so much more. There are people out here that need more. There's been so much disinvestment that it's cost the West End to suffer. And now, if you go through Brighton, and I ask you all, I've always said this, walk from Coney Island Avenue to Seagate with me. You will see on Brighton stores are closing down. You will see houses that are debacle. You will see so much. So the disinvestment that was from West End is now trickling down. This project I am in favor for, and it will help not only Coney Island, Brighton, not only South Brooklyn, not only Brooklyn. It will help New York City, where we all need it. The jobs that they're offering, and Ms. Harris, the jobs that you're talking about.
Thank you.
And obviously I'm opposed to the casino like any sane person. The casino, I prefer you didn't do it in Times Square. I know you're trying to do it too, and also Antonio, I'm looking right at you. You seem to be one of the few people who actually maybe cares. I was just reading up about you. You have an autistic son. Do you want to put more danger around kids like that? I'm someone who's anxiety. This beach is a haven for me. I come here year-round. I came during COVID. And also an Oscar-winning movie was made here. I was just here the other day, and I saw for the first time as an actor, I saw they were actually filming something. And they're like, yeah, we're only here for 2 days in New York City. And where do they come? Coney. Please, we are so tired of rich people taking shit away from us. And that was the other point I was going to make. Remember Zoran Mandani. He's going to take this election. He's winning. We're tired of people who don't listen. So if you don't listen, your career's over. So that's your choice. Thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ron Greenberg. I am the new president of the 60th Precinct Community Council. I am a board member of Brooklyn Community Board 13. I'm also a board member of the Neighborhood Advisory Board for District 13 in Brooklyn. I urge you, vote yes on the casino. The Coney Casino is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to return the People's Playground Amusement District to its former glory as a year-round destination, while simultaneously rejuvenating nearby disadvantaged communities. The benefits of the project far outweigh the risks, and those who oppose the proposal suffer from closed-minded myopic vision and are unable or unwilling to fathom the totality of the project's conceptual design. The Coney Island community has suffered from decades of neglect and depressed economic conditions, high rates of unemployment, persistent and serious gun violence, and social disorder. The Coney Casino will bring about sustainable economic, social, and cultural improvements from its thousands of job opportunities through its infrastructure improvements, as street and lighting upgrades, increased transit services, and the potential of ferries and jitney buses. The Coney Casino's investment includes the Coney Trust that will adhere to the Public Authorities Accountability Act standards to ensure transparency and accountability and community oversight. The community trust directors will include local stakeholders who will be invested.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. I'm a resident here.
And make it work for the benefit of everyone. So thank you for your time.
Casino. Does that make sense to anybody? Really? Does it? Please don't interrupt me. I thought you were gonna, I hope you represent us. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, we have no more individuals wishing to speak, so we will adjourn this public hearing. As mentioned, today's hearing was the first of two. The second public hearing will be scheduled after work hours in the evening and will be announced soon. I want to thank everyone for coming today and for your participation in this process. Thank you.
Thank you.
That took forever.